definitely looking a lot more comfortable in the last sort of 5 or 8 minutes. Is Wellington Masakadza.
Yeah, he settled quite well. I just get a feeling that Ireland are losing a grip of things here, because as much as they picked up those 3 quick wickets from Curtis Kempfer, this partnership between Wellington Masakadza and Raza has been good enough for Zimbabwe just to stabilize things. And if they can get 40 more runs here going forward, or 50 more, they'll be in a very good position to defend it, looking at the conditions that we have. I don't think much will change into the Ireland innings.
Past the outside edge.
Oh, that one just drawing Raza. Initially thought of leaving it, then followed him.
A bit of shape. Away.
Looking for two. Two was his call as soon as he hit it.
I just get a feeling that for Ireland, the City end has been the one that has gotten them a lot of fortune or opportunities to really get wickets from. And they need to utilize that end quite effectively.
A bit of excitement from Hume as Raza gets right across the front of his stumps. No! 189 for 6. $231 at the current run rate. I think Zimbabwe would be quite happy with that. Sikandar Raza has been 18 innings since his last ODI 50 for Zimbabwe. It's called for the second. He's coming back for the second. He's back for the second. And that is a well-played 50 from Sikandar Raza. Been under a little bit of personal pressure, having gone 18 knocks without getting a 50-plus score, and he's come good today.
They'll be happy, Sikandar Raza, with his batting efforts. The crowd will cheer him on because they just know how important it is for him personally, but also importantly for Zimbabwe.
Beautifully away towards the extra cover boundary. Are we going to go and see some fireworks from Sikandar Raza this morning?
Well, I think the scene has been set perfectly for Raza. This time, he plays this one through the covers with ease and grace. Didn't try to hit it too hard, but it was well placed and well timed even. Nobody was going to save that, and that was written for all the way.
It's the second time we've seen him in back-to-back overs score in that area off Joshua Little.
And picks up a single, and it's been a good over so far for Zimbabwe. With a boundary, which is very important. And the first two was quite important for Raza, a man who was aware of the start that you just shared about the last 18 innings. Had a chat with him early in the morning, and he spoke about how important it was for him to play very well today. And he said that he needed to get a good innings in, and that will relieve a lot of pressure for him.
Going to be called wide, but this wicket has definitely livened up this mid-morning. Starting to see some pretty steep bounce and good carry through to the wicketkeeper, Lorcan Tucker.
You get a feeling that unless Mzarabani will be licking his lips, Richard Ngaraba won't be happy as well.
Very confident looking shot again from Masakadza.
This is how this man got to a half century. Well played one. He started off well composed, didn't play any risky shots. Gave himself room on a number of occasions, and he played it well. The presence of mind of understanding the situation that was in, and that was the shots. Got him to another milestone in Zimbabwean colours.
It's another wide on the leg side. Gives Aido Chavi a little exercise.
Was there plenty of those from this end? Just when do you think Sikandar Raza is going to really open up to what people acquaint him with?
Great call from Masakadza, early, loud, and emphatic. Runs from that little over. It's been a productive one for Zimbabwe. Yeah, I think he's going to find a boundary off the last over. No, there's protection in the form of Harry Tector as Zimbabwe bring up the 200 in the 42nd over, 201 for 6.
.79. Biggest over in the innings so far, 12. And Zimbabwe will be hoping that they can get a few more structures of similar height in these remaining 8 overs. Very good afternoon, Victor and Pitsang. How do these two go about trying to get the most they can for Zimbabwe at this stage?
Yeah, good afternoon. I think the intensity has been really good. You look at this partnership, which is 44 of just 47 deliveries, the running between the wickets. Cutting between the wickets, actually. He's been really good, and what Wellington has done really well here is kept feeding Raza the strike, who's really played well. He's accelerated at the right time, and it's so important for them to stretch this partnership. Bet for another 3-4 overs together, and then the last 5 maybe try and extend a little bit more. That last over was a good one. There's 12 runs from it. So they need to be at least get to, if they can get between 6 and 7 runs to the over for the next few overs, and then try and get about 10, they then get closer to 260, 265 they get to if they go at 8 runs and over. So but this partnership is so important.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with you. I like the way Wellington Masakadza has gone about his innings, because he's understood what's required from him. He's 15 from 22, but in that he's just got 1 boundary. You'll expect that if he'll get a couple more, and he'll bring up that strike rate of his to 100 and maybe just below or above, and he would have done a job supporting Sikandar Raza.
Go. Stella.
Oh, low full toss. You'll feel he's missed out there. And you can see the reaction from him. He could have hit that anyway. Acres of space behind Paul Sterling at a mid-wicket.
That can generally happen. Probably the mindset of the batters, look, I just need to try and get Raza back on strike. And the mindset is of just looking for ones. And when an opportunity like that comes, you miss out, because the mindset is to just get one. And when you get a bad one, you still need to be very positive and look at your one options, that when you get one like that, you put it away for 4. Another good delivery, a good over this for Ireland.
I think what's also important for Wellington Masakadza to understand as we go to the back end of the innings is that you will get the occasional good over. You will get 2 or 3 balls when you're not able to get the ball away, but it's crucial for him not to throw his wicket away, because the new batter coming in will find it very difficult to be rotating the strike as he has been, and you don't want that to be the next batter coming in. Two fielders back, and he's found the gap. Wellington Masakadza, so a good finish to the over. 6 from it, eventually 207 for 6. Well, it had been a very good over from Graham Hume until this final delivery. Just short. Gave Masakadza the opportunity to hit it any way he wanted on that leg side, and that reaction shows you the disappointment. He understands that he had almost closed the over off. Short. And that is an outstanding catch. If there's a fielder you don't want to hit the ball close to in this Irish team, it's Harry Tector. And this catch is exactly why.
Such a big moment in the game, because there's Sakanda Raza that we've actually been speaking about. What is a good total? For them to get to 260, you needed him to bat for much longer, because he's got the power game. But this is an outstanding piece of fielding here by Tector, because what he does well here, he attacks the ball, doesn't allow the ball to bounce first. Good innings comes to an end. Sakanda Raza 58, and Zimbabwe now 207 for 7.
Close your eyes and roll enough down there. Sometimes it happens, huh?
We're into the bowlers. For Zimbabwe, 52 matches from Garava. Got a best of 48. I saw that he can be very handy with the bat in the test match in Blawayo. How's this for a catch?
Yeah, it's a lovely catch, and what makes it so good is generally you say you always need to, you need to want the ball all the time, and what he's done well here is that if he allows the ball to come to him, it then bounces short, but he attacks the ball and made it look so easy at the end. So they needed to break that partnership. They asked Markader to come into the attack, and he gets a big wicket out of Sakanda Raza.
Now, what's Ngarava's approach going to be? He needs to do what Masakadza did with Sakanda Raza. Support him, get him on strike, and he'll need to understand now that he's the senior player and has to face the majority of these final overs. 6.4 balls to be exact. Overs, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, a runner ball. Say a runner ball just running well between the wickets, you still get 248. You still have got runs on the board. Have a good spell with a new ball, you feel that you have a chance. The problem is trying to go for it and you don't get to 248. That's the problem. His current rate, they'll get to 239, but I'm sure they'll still, with this last 3 wickets still in hand, you still want to get to 250 if you can. Savannah ball 247. Can they get there? These two are more than capable.
Yeah, they certainly are. Masakadza comes back for 2. Good running. Even with the hesitation of Ngarava coming back. He wanted it. He wanted the strike.
He doesn't think there was 2, does he? I mean, he's running. Masakadza is running to the danger end, and all he needs to do, unless he just didn't hear him call, look, he just touches down and goes, doesn't call him. So late reactions, but still, fortunate enough for Zimbabwe, he gets there in time as well, and the throw's not a good one.
Top edge, and it will run away for 4. So again, what was looking like a very good over has been spoiled by a boundary towards the end.
The options sometimes